representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West, between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His side, one of the hottest teams in the league over the last few months. They've won 9 of their last 10. Running the show across the field, that's Raiders head coach Pete Carroll. His side also occupying playoff positions, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason.
So run it down. Your side is out. To run it down.
I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward. Everybody just about set. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, a win.
19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Going for it on 4th, Nix. Him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Denver.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Nix now on 1st and 10. And the deep ball falls incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Once more, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. J.K. Dobbins, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's got Sutton complete. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop them.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. He was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week. Neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Smith. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Escapes the pocket, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
2 yards gain. It's 4th down.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. He has it at the 13. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And they sit in first at the moment, but surprising for this late in the season, Brock, they don't even have a playoff spot locked up yet. Shows just how competitive their half of the league has been all year.
It has been super, super wild. There's no question about it. I do hear Pete Carroll, though, over and over in my head. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And that will be a point of emphasis for these boys.
Throwing on first down, Nix. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins was a little bit up to the 21. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A give right side to Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a run that's home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Nix from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. Down the left sideline he goes. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Raiders nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Now they send their back in motion right. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And this is Jaylen Warren. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Steelers get the victory, 27-21 the final. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the former collegiate star here in the Sunshine State, Anthony Richardson. This one of a pair of rushing touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The Colts find a way. They win it by a point. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Kenneth Walker III. He only had 3 catches in the game, but he did make an impact on this play here. The Seahawks accomplish what they set out to do as they come away with the road victory. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. It's going to be 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
This is Jeanty on 2nd. Only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Tucker now in motion right. 3rd and long for him here. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Cat Surtain has it. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and have a chance to add to this lead.
So here comes the Bronco offense.
That's my heart.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They give it to Dobbins to start the 3rd. He will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Nix with it on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Another try following the sack. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
This our last play of the quarter. First play is going to be a gift to Jency. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, movement.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. Physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're into the drop-in. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. Escapes out to the left. And he has a massive gain in style, sliding in safely after a tremendous pickup.
It's a gain of 30.
Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, Smith to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And he's into the end zone with a pick six and a Denver touchdown.
I gotta believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick, it was a pick six.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
28, Raiders 3.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have no trouble getting past that.
They get 13 on the pickup, and that's good for a Raiders first.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Set it down for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Smith on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh no, they get him yet again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
How many should I send? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and them teams where they get back. This revolution.
Denver set to take the field on offense. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Inside handoff to Dobbins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling our running backs, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. They run the counter with Dobbins. This to the 38 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
First down, Denver.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. We're going to pass it here. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Broncos continue piling it on here in the 4th. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
Raiders 3. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
To number 2, Ashton Jeté. A gain of 4.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.